Our Black History series continues with a profile of New Hope City Council member Cedrick Frazier. Sonny Goins shows us how his story started with humble beginnings.
I, Cedrick Frazier, do solemnly swear.
With family by his side, Cedrick Frazier was sworn in last September on the New Hope City Council. He was appointed to fill a vacant seat, making Frazier the first African American to serve on the city council.
There's absolutely a huge responsibility. I think one of the reasons that I decided to go through the process to be appointed was because I take that responsibility, I think it's important, and I take it serious.
Frazier has lived in New Hope for about 4 years.
I like the location. The location was kind of everything for my family.
He and his wife Stephanie have 3 children.
We've got a lot going on.
Frazier rose from humble beginnings. He's the oldest of 7 kids and grew up on Chicago's Southside.
It is one of the areas in Chicago, one of the toughest areas, a lot of the gun and gang violence.
He was determined not to succumb to his environment. His mother encouraged him to do better.
Very fortunate, had strong parents that told me education was important from day one.
The councilman earned a law degree from William Mitchell and works for the Minnesota Department of Education.
It is necessary that we have folks that look like me in positions.
He says people who are making the decisions don't look like the demographics of New Hope.
You've got over 30% people of color, a large part of that are African Americans, about 14 to 15% are African Americans. But when you look around the city, when you look at the elected officials, when you look on the commissions, when you look at the staff, you do not see any of that reflected.
Frazier wants to change that by being more inclusive. He recently suggested the city survey include questions centered around representation.
Do you see yourself within the city? Do you feel like the city represents your background, your culture, and do you feel included?
Based on survey answers, he wants to find more ways to be more engaging and welcoming.
I'm here to make the city of New Hope the best city you've ever lived in and the most inclusive community that you can be a part of.
Sonny Goins, CCX News.